Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that almost everything you do is controlled by habits. The way you brush your teeth, check your phone, eat your meals, work, exercise, and even think about yourself. Now, imagine if changing just a few of those habits could completely transform your life. That's exactly what we're talking about today in one of the most powerful self-improvement books ever written. Asterisk, The Power of Habit, asterisk, by Charles Duhigg. Charles Duhigg is a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who spent years researching how habits work and why they have such a powerful influence on human behavior. In this book, he explains that success is not about talent, intelligence, or luck. Instead, success often comes down to the habits we repeat every single day. The central idea of the book is surprisingly simple. Habits operate in a loop made up of three parts: a cue, a routine, and a reward. The cue is the trigger that tells your brain to go into automatic mode. The routine is the behavior itself. The reward is the benefit your brain receives, which makes it want to repeat the behavior in the future. Think about checking your phone. You hear a notification sound. That's the cue. You pick up your phone and open the app. That's the routine. Then you feel informed, entertained, or connected. That's the reward. Over time, your brain learns this pattern and performs it automatically. One of the most important lessons from the book is that habits cannot simply be eliminated. They must be replaced. Many people try to quit bad habits through willpower alone, but eventually they return to their old behavior. Duhigg explains that the secret is to keep the same cue and reward, but change the routine. For example, imagine you always eat junk food in the afternoon. The cue might be boredom or low energy. The reward might be a quick feeling of pleasure. Instead of reaching for chips or cookies, you could take a short walk, drink water, or eat a healthy snack. The cue stays the same. The reward stays similar, but the routine changes, creating a healthier habit. Another powerful concept in the book is the idea of keystone habits. These are habits that create a chain reaction and positively affect many other areas of life. Exercise is a great example. People who start exercising regularly often begin eating healthier, sleeping better, becoming more productive, and feeling more confident. One small habit can trigger massive improvements throughout your life. Duhigg shares fascinating stories of individuals and companies that transformed themselves through habits. One story involves a man who suffered severe memory problems after brain damage. Despite losing many memories, he could still perform daily routines because habits were stored in a different part of his brain. This shows just how deeply habits are wired into our lives. The book also explains the role of belief. According to Duhigg, lasting change becomes much easier when people believe change is possible. This is one reason support groups and communities are so effective. When you see others succeed, your belief grows stronger, and that belief fuels your own transformation. Let's make this practical. If you want to improve your habits starting today, begin by identifying one habit you want to change. Don't try to change everything at once. Pay attention to the cue that triggers the behavior. Ask yourself what reward you're really seeking. Once you understand the habit loop, replace the routine with a better action that provides a similar reward. You can also create positive habits by designing your environment. If you want to read more, place a book beside your bed. If you want to exercise, prepare your workout clothes the night before. If you want to eat healthier, keep healthy foods visible and remove unhealthy temptations. Small environmental changes can make good habits much easier to maintain. Remember, real transformation doesn't happen overnight. Most people underestimate what small actions can achieve over time. Reading 10 pages a day doesn't seem impressive. Exercising for 15 minutes doesn't seem life-changing. Saving a small amount of money each week doesn't seem significant. But when these actions become habits, they compound and create extraordinary results. The biggest takeaway from Asterisk, The Power of Habit, Asterisk, is that your habits shape your future. Every action you repeat is casting a vote for the person you are becoming. If you want a different life, don't focus only on big goals. Focus on the small habits that move you closer to those goals every day. So, the next time you feel stuck, remember this: you don't need a completely new life. You may just need a few new habits. Change what you do daily, and eventually, you'll change who you become. If you enjoyed this book summary and found value in these lessons, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below telling us one habit you're going to start or change after watching this. Thanks for watching. And remember, successful people are not simply different because of what they achieve. They're different because of what they repeatedly do.